right, testing, testing, testing. Am I on the internet? Hey, there we go. I think I'm here. Hello, Constantine. Constantine. I like the name. I do like the name. Let's see. Let's get the iPad going. I have the new iPad, guys. I'm so excited. I have the Rowler. Long time no see. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's move that over there. And do that. And then I had all this going, but it times out so quickly. I gotta turn off the timeout on the screen. But anyway, I'll just have to remember to move things around every now and then while I'm yakking. How are y'all? How are things? Oh, I left it in the I gotta go get it. It's worth it. Hold on one second. See if the iPad will not turn off for 10 seconds. All right, here we go. Is this the M1 or the M4? This is the M4. And I have spent a good solid 4 or 5 minutes with this thing so far. No, I have something to show you guys, something very exciting. Exciting for me. This right here, let me see. Where's my camera? I moved it. Can you, there we go. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. It says Kurt Russell is is awesome. Is what it says. No, I graduated massage school this last couple weeks, 10 days ago actually. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was fun. Very fun. I learned learned a lot. But anyway. So, you think it's funny they skipped the M3? You bought an M2. Don't worry about it, man. The amount of power in these things are absolutely ridiculous. And for what we're doing, honestly, like, I think the M4 iPad is sort of like the Ferrari, you know, and you're in a go-kart race, okay? Like, you only need a go-kart. Like, yeah, hey, everybody, how's it going? And then somebody rolls up in an iPad M4. That is like a Lamborghini Diablo, whatever. Those were cool a long time ago when I was a kid. Anyway, be careful with USB-C port. Always be careful with the USB-C port. With any ports. Yes, that's true. All right. So first off, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kurt. I am a comic book colorist most of the time. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And with that much power, what exactly are they designed for? And you felt that about the M2. That's correct. That was true about the M1 and the M2 and the M4. This is like the McLaren F1 maybe. I don't have a car. This is a spaceship. This is a rocket. Compared for like arty stuff, but that just means that it's ridiculously fast. The screen is sorry to blind everybody. Ridiculously bright. You can't see pixels. Okay, that's the number one. Like you can stick your eyeballs to the screen and you will not find a pixel, or at least I could not. What are they designed for? I think they're Oh, sorry. Let me turn that off. I'm very sorry about that very loud sound. That was me. Freaking Windows update? No. Not right now. I think they're designed... This thing, people are going to be walking around like in ZBrush in a couple months, you know, sculpting and video editing. You can put 4K video in this thing and it just eats it like candy. It's stupid. It's stupid how much power is in this thing. And guys, look, like, I can make it disappear. It's, you know, whoops. I don't understand. I don't understand why it needs to be so thin that I feel like if I accidentally lean it against something too hard, it might break. I have a case on the way. OtterBox or something, you know, or I will be. 12.9. Yes, a 12.9 inch screen, not a 12.5. But yeah, they're most people will use a desktop for it. Yeah, today guys, like today, this is not like a comic book colorist stream today. This is a drawing stream today. So yeah, this what I would like to do is see if Fresco is gonna work for the book, my book that I'm drawing. And I don't know if I have a good like setup here quite yet. This is a little lower than I'm used to for now, but my posture's doing weird things. I'm gonna roll with it. This feels good. I guess we'll just draw. I want to try to at least get through like some drawing and coloring, and I will not. I'm not gonna worry too much about like finishing like a perfect piece of art or anything, but I do want to see just how it feels. And I really have not played with this very much at all. A little bit yesterday just to not be a complete moron on here. But you have what they call pixel brushes, just your standard brushes. These are like your charcoals and, you know, pencils and all of that stuff. There's a bunch of live brushes, watercolory stuff, and this stuff is really cool. It looks cool. And we can spend like, you know, the entire stream probably just looking at brushes that look cool. I don't think I want to do that today. Yeah, it's nice, dude. Nice. All right. It does some cool stuff. Things move around, but it's been doing that for a while. I did know that. What else? The eraser. Smudge brushes. I'm just trying to see what all is in here. Transform tool. You can skew, distort, perspective, liquefy. And under liquefy, there's lots and lots of things. I use liquefy when I'm drawing quite a bit, just to shove things around that I don't draw, you know, properly the first time. Hey, is the audio okay today? It feels like I'm might be clipping, or let me know if it sounds weird or something. But yeah, liquefy is cool. And I do, you guys remember old Kyle Webster? I think he still has a hand in this. I emailed him to see for sure. But I know the brushes and all that stuff, the brush engine, he was, and may still be, like, integral to all of that stuff. There is a lasso. The thing that I like about, let's see, layer properties. I was gonna see if there was any way to like, does the lasso have settings? Do we have, you know, do we have aliasing? Do we not? Do we have all that stuff? Because I don't know where that is. I do like that it does point to point and freehand. You know, you can click around doing straight lines and draw freehand and still close the selection. This is what Clip Studio needs to add. Let's see. Here's anti-alias right here. We're going to turn that off. Never to be turned on again. We can hide or not hide the marching ants, I guess. Oh, we can decide. Oh, we don't want that. We want marching ants. Oh, hover is a thing now. I'm not actually touching the screen, but you guys can see this moving around. This is the new 3 Pro Pen, or what? It's not a Pro Pen. That's the Wacom. What's it called? Apple Pencil Pro. But yeah, hover is a thing now. I don't know if anybody's using very much of it, but you don't have to touch the screen to see what's happening. And so that's good. We have options for selections. My goal with this book is to not, it will not be like a traditional looking comic book. Like, it's going to be like, all right, I'm thinking it's going to be more traditional looking. Deselect. We have fill tools. We have contiguous. We have preserve transparency. If you don't know what this is, contiguous is what decides whether it fills the colors that are all over the canvas or just in one place at a time. That's what that is, which is nice. We got, what is this? Shapes tool. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about this before I get too deep into this, on the home screen for this, and this is $10 a year, by the way. There's a lot of confusion about Adobe right now, and I know they're not our favorite people, but this is $10 a year, okay? There's a Learn tab. This is getting rid of me, is what this is doing. I'm shooting myself in the foot by telling you about it. But no, I'm kidding. Mostly. Look at all this. Customizing your workspace, how to use mask, how to capture shapes, the touch shortcut. I haven't talked about that yet. We'll get to that in a second. And it does animation. You can open up any of these tutorials and you actually get like the full file. This is hovering, by the way. Inks. I'm getting a preview of the thing. There's a tour that'll pop up. Of course, you can take all that. But if you're a new person to digital art and you have an iPad and you want more stuff than, let's say you're coming from Clip Studio, let's say you're coming from Photoshop, and you just got an iPad and you're like, where are all the buttons in Procreate? They're in Fresco, actually. Where's all those settings I wanted in Procreate? They're actually in Fresco. So anyway, somebody clip that. That was good. Anyway, I'm really impressed with all these tutorials will kind of walk you through things. So yeah, you can search for stuff. I don't think I need to search for anything. What does Discover do? Oh, these are live streams. Yeah, anyway, there's just, it's cool. Like, I hate to say it almost. Adobe, I'm sorry, but it's cool. To say something Adobe did is cool is hurting my soul. I'm just so you know. Just so you know. Hey, you know what though? I do trust Mr. Kyle Webster. That's the guy that, he was the brush guy 15 years ago, right? And I think we can probably thank him for most of this. All right. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's do this. All right, so on the brush thing, I'm going to move this down so I don't have to lift my arm. So you can break this out or you can snap it in here. I feel the need to have it about right there because this is like your Alt button, okay? Over here or whatever. So if I'm doing something like drawing with a brush and I want to erase, if you go, you can switch to the eraser tool and it'll immediately not look anything at all like what you're doing. This is the demo that everybody does in this app, but it's a good demo. So here's what it looks like. All I got to do is hold this real quick, and now look. This is my X key on my keyboard that I was pressing when I was switching between drawing and transparency. Like, it's super fast. I love it. And if you're like, hey, I'm in eraser mode right now, I double click it and it locks it, and now you don't have to touch it. So like, oh, I'm doing all of my eraser highlights now, you know. Very cool. Like, replaces the keyboard for me there. You know. I like that a lot. And what else? There's undo buttons up here, or like tap to undo. It's telling me you can do that now. That's nice. Anyway, let's actually draw something. I want to draw Daredevil. Just popped into my head. That's who I want to draw. Anyway, I mostly draw on PC and traditional at the moment. I don't have the need for the M4. It would probably be on your desk collecting dust. That's funny. No. Do I have the iPad on an arm? I don't. I just have it on my it's on this thing that you can buy for far too much money, but it is really nice. This is like $300, I think. But it's like this keyboard, it basically turns it into a laptop, right? And this is adjustable, so you can like do more laptop-y things, or you can tilt it, you know. It's not optimal, like this isn't perfect for me right now, but it's pretty close. It lets me sit back, I'm chilling, you know. Let's draw Daredevil actually doing something, maybe, instead of just his face. How about that? But let's test out, let's see, we can take this and then transform, move that over there. Why didn't that work? I'm just trying out stuff. Oh, now, Kyle, if you're watching, why is the done button way over here in the top right corner? Like, why can't the done button be like, pow, right there next to the thingamajig? Anyway. Oh, cancel lasso, back to brushes. Oh, how do I deselect? There we go. All right, what is Daredevil doing? He's superhero pose, like about to punch somebody. Let's see. This is really nice, man. Like, as far as like the feel of this, I am look at this, guys. I am like breathing on this screen. Like, I don't know if you guys realize like how light this is. Like, that's what's kind of blowing me away. I've got the what do you call it? I've got the sensitivity high, you know? So it's not taking very much. You can change that, you can harden that, you know, you can change the feel of it if you want to. But yeah, this is ridiculous, man. It just feels like exactly like I would expect this to feel, I guess. And I think I'm being overly paranoid about my hand also, because I just laid it down, like, and it's not affecting anything, which is good for me. I have not changed the brush size yet. I'm trying to see how much I can get out of this one brush, this one side, before moving on to like whatever. Because I want the process to feel organic. Like I don't want it to feel like a digital process, because I realized I've realized it a lot lately since I've been drawing and not streaming. Just how much like the performance here, the performance of the stream, just I mean, the performance as an artist on the stream, like, has such a big effect on how the art comes out to me. And it's like, And I think a lot of that, of course, isn't. It's not really interaction with the chat and stuff like you guys are. I enjoy that part of it. I think it's more of like it's just brain cells being used for other things. So I'm trying to take as much out of the as much like technical stuff out of the process. So if I can do this, just sit here and zen out and draw shit, like, you know, and talk to y'all and all that stuff. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Have you seen the Sketchboard Pro? It's not ringing a bell, but I know a Sketchbook Pro. I haven't used it in a while, but I'm aware of that. And let's see, is there... Let's see, you know what? Is there a shortcut to flip the canvas? That's what I need to figure out. Let's see, what's the best place to go for this? Let's go to their own tutorials. Let's go to learn. Let's go to flip. That ain't it. All right. Let's go to the computer. 1 second. I should just put ChatGPT app on here. And we can slide it out of the side and ask it. Because I bet it knows everything. Let's see. I need to set up the mic in this too. Is there a shortcut to flip the canvas in Fresco on the iPad? Boom. The shortcut, tap and hold the touch shortcut button. What now? Tap and hold the touch button in the circle line found on the top left of the screen. While holding it, use a second finger to rotate the canvas. While holding the shortcut, drag your index finger horizontally to quickly flip the canvas. Is that so? Okay. That did not work. There's got to be a way in here to do this. Let's learn. Let's learn. We're having to learn things. All right, let's see. Review more options. Zoom, rotate, and pan. Snap to shape, trend vector. So it's not a gesture. The clicky thing is not activated yet, by the way. You can squeeze this pin, and it's got a little motor in it that makes it sound like it's clicking. And it's very good, but it's not really clicking. All right, we got to actually try Google this time. All right, let's see. How to flip canvas in Fresco. Use the keyboard shortcut. Control Shift F. No. Is there really? I really do not see a single. Come on, I would be shocked. It's not looking good, guys. If I don't have... Yeah, you can do it on the keyboard, but what is it on the iPad? Is the only thing the... Shift F is full screen. Control F doesn't do anything. Oh well. I have to figure that one out. Alrighty. Whoops. Yeah, I haven't used Procreate yet on here, to be fair, but I gotta say it's definitely more in line, I would say, with like the speed of Procreate than it was the last time I used it, for sure. But I don't know if that's this iPad either. Let's see, I'm trying to find... Wasn't there a liquify tool? It's in the transform. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be very nice. Yeah, this is smooth as silk, man. I'm really impressed. It really just takes the tech out of it, like, completely. And I think the other thing, I think the reason for that is how clean the interface is. It's much easier to forget that you're like in an app when you don't have like palettes and windows everywhere. It's kind of like the same way Procreate is, or similarly, except they've crammed a lot more stuff in here as far as like functionality wise. Um, oh, the other thing that I found out is these brushes you can make as big as you possibly can dream of. Like, this is 8,000 pixels, and that's a warp tool. That's not a transform tool. I mean, that's why it's not really doing anything. Um, but yeah, it's just nuts. It's really nuts, like how how incredibly fast it is. Questions, comments, concerns? You think flip canvas is under the gear icon? All right. Fantastic. Now, how do I do that without going to that gear? Like there should be some very cool way to do that that does not involve the gear. Thank you very much though for letting me find it because I will use it. Oh, here's my stylus pressure, by the way. I don't know if anybody else works like this, but yeah, it's just like I barely touch the screen. When using the brush tool, holding the touch shortcut will erase with the brush. Yep. Yeah, they could. Ooh, brush preview. Oh, brush preview because we have hover. You guys might be able to actually see the brush ahead of time. No? Let's see. Oh, very briefly. It kind of flashes up there. Whoops. It kind of... I keep going back. No, nothing to undo, of course. Yeah, that is cool. Whoops. But yes, thank you so much for helping me to find that. And let's see what's wrong with Daredevil. It's a little funky. It's not terrible. I probably could have used a little bit more construction on his head before I got in there. All right, I don't remember. Does he have a belt or anything? Yeah, he does. It looks like he does. As soon as I drew it, I'm like, yeah, he does. Oh, I gotta say, go to massage school. Will definitely improve your anatomy as an artist, or at least you'll know the names of everything. Maybe you won't get any better at all, but I did. I feel like I did. All right, I'm gonna try like an inky thing. I don't know if I'm gonna do any inky things on my actual book, but I'm gonna test it all out. I'm looking for. Let's see. All right, that's a new layer. Layer visibility, clipping mask, adjustment layers. There it is. Sorry, I'm like, where's layer opacity? All right, so this turns layers off and on. This opens up the layer properties. Grids, like perspective grids and whatnot are in here. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, all that stuff. That's cool. There's the opacity. So I'm going to turn that down. And I'm going to look at, let's go to comics. There's a comic section. And there is a sharp inker. Too digital. That looks a little bit better. I struggle with the names of muscles and smaller bones. Most people do. I mean, I think this is. I like the. I mean, I got the. It's a little jittery because of the brush, but I do like the way this feels a lot. I don't really know what his thing looks like. I'm pretty sure it's not this exactly, but we're in the ballpark. And there's probably some kind of like, I wonder if there's any of those like in that drawing trickery they used to have in Procreate, like drawing straight lines and whatnot. I wonder if it has any of that stuff. Yeah, as always, I like my pencil drawing better. With your new anatomy mastery, you could draw Hulk as Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. That would be funny. Has that been done? Surely. I love everything about Fresco except how the brushes feel. I'm so used to Clip and Procreate. It has quick shapes and straight lines. Oh, is it like a draw and hold thing? Woo! like it. Excellent. All right, let's do something cool with a brush or something. Let's see. Let's get one of those fancy ass watercolor brushes. Wash flat, wash splatter. You cannot draw on a hidden layer. Oh, look at that. I forgot that you can do the hover thing. This is hovering. All right, so new layer here. And I wish this color picker could get a little bit bigger. That's my... Stop. What is going on? Okay, go away. Okay, maybe a little less water. Okay, where is it at? Water. Turn the water down. What else do we have? Angle, spacing, shape, pressure. All the usual suspects. Okay, what does this do when you're doing water? It adds water. Okay. So when you're using a watercolor brush, instead of switching to the eraser, it adds water. So I'm kind of like blending some of this stuff in here. That's interesting. Sorry, we got like half a Daredevil and I didn't draw all of his arms. Or is it both of his hands? I'm lazy today, sorry. Let's see. So can I erase with something? Oh, that's interesting. Sure, okay. I don't know what we're gonna have when we're done here, guys. All right, what else? Let's see. We got vector brushes. I've never really cared about vector brushes very much. This is a different watercolory brush. Oh, that's a good splatter. Wow. Lots of variety. Excellent splatter. A lot of spatter brushes I've used in other apps, they just repeat like a pattern really strongly or something. That's nice. And then basic watercolor, it's got a harder edge, it looks like. Cool. All right, so let's see. Let's make this a little bit darker. I'm gonna go back to that other brush. I don't. It's gonna change. Oh, you have to save it as a new brush if you make any adjustments to it. Like, I think I turned the water down. No, it's staying down. Okay, that's good. I thought for a second it turned it back up. It did not. Not dark enough. There we go. I kind of like just the little bit of, you know, the little bit of chaos you get with this kind of stuff, because I think it can make it look interesting in certain styles. And definitely looks more traditional. It's like, 'cause you get a lot, to me anyway, you get a lot of accidents that, you know, you wouldn't get otherwise. And after a while, I'll figure out all these brush quirks and stuff, and be like, you know, I'll know what do you call it? How do you actually use it better? Triple tapping the modifier definitely does something. I just don't know what. There's literally have spent about, like I said, a good 3 or 4 minutes in this app before I started here. So, all right, let's make a new layer. Let's do some colors. This layer I'm going to set. Let me see if this works the way I think it's going to work first. So if I fill all of this with, let's see what makes this work right. That's not it. So if that is hard light, it works. If it's overlay, not so much. Multiply actually looks a little bit better. Turn that down a little bit. And we'll try that again. Undo, undo. Again. I got a little country there for a second. How's everybody doing? We got oil brushes. Just need a regular old brush. Dry immediate charcoal. Markers. Let's see how we're doing with our markers. Very, very marker-ish. I don't know if it's right because it's so close to the edge, but my left finger, like, it does not want to do any of this stuff. It doesn't want to click. It's very maybe when you're using the pencil, you have to move it with. Interesting. I don't know why I can't grab that right now. Oh, I know why. Because my finger was wet from my cup. My bad. That makes sense. All right. I think this is going to be all right. There is something inherently satisfying about just coloring in the lines. Not flatting, not lassoing, not bucket tools, just like you were 6 again in a coloring book. There you go. Boy, these brushes feel good, man. I gotta say, like, they really feel nice. I'm gonna have to jump over to Procreate just to see immediately what the difference is, see if I notice anything. I'll probably do that before I wrap this up. You're selling me on this new iPad Pro better than Apple. How long do you think we're gonna get? How long? Well, let me try this again. You think we're ever going to get the long rumored 18-inch iPad? I don't know, man. I really don't think so. I think it's a little too niche for, for Apple. They might do it one time just to like do it and see what happens. Maybe, but I mean, I see that as almost like a VR kind of thing. Like they gotta stick it out there in the world just to see, is it ready yet? Is the world ready yet? And I'm like, and so like they're not ready for the VR goggles, and I don't know if they're ready for an 18-inch iPad. You know, the thing that draws artists to it is the portability, like, and the size, I think, and it's just how close it is to running around with a sketchbook in your hand. And I don't think they're gonna grab what they're gonna get a few like big Wacom people to carry it around maybe, or set it up on their desk or whatever. But like, I just don't think there's a market for it like right now at the price that it would be. You know, because this is the new M4 256 gig. I didn't get the fancy screen stuff. They've got a new model that has what do you call it? It's got some kind of texture on it. I don't know if it's supposed to be drawn on or how it does and how it acts. I really have no idea. But it's supposed to cut down on glare and add a subtle texture to it. But you have to spend up to the 1 terabyte model to even, you know, get it. Nano some crap. Yeah, I mean, they got a name for it, but I don't have that. This is old screen style. It is OLED. It's super bright, but yeah, I mean, it's I just don't see that happening. I just want to see what else is in here. I really haven't played around. These brushes are so nice. I keep saying that. Graphite stick. Oh yes. There's that guy. I want to be like that guy on that I keep seeing shorts for on YouTube, where he does this like I'm gonna try to do it. He'll be like, all right, I'm gonna draw a face, and then he'll get a piece of chalk and he'll be like, whoa. And I'm like, this is not a face. This is bull crap. And then all of a sudden, like, there's a head comes out of it, and then there's eyes and everything. And I'm always impressed when that happens. Let's make this bigger. But yeah, I'm not as good as he is. But yeah, I want to be one of those guys that can just like slap all this stuff down on there, like. Because I have to like scribble for a while and make you think I'm doing something cool before you realize I'm not. And then yeah, and then he gets like a little eraser smudgy thing, and he cuts into it like this. You guys know who I'm talking about? Does anybody know who I'm talking about? Yeah, mine's not as good as his. And then it'll be like an exact portrait of whatever. Mine didn't work that way. What is his name? It's like the charcoal guy or something. You guys got to find this guy. Anyway, is there anything else you guys want to see before I wrap this up? I just wanted to jump on today while I had a little bit of time and mess around a little bit in here. And I think it's going to be all right. I really do like the feel of it. Oh, I said we were gonna look at Procreate, didn't I? I hadn't really looked at Dreams yet. I downloaded it, but I've bought this already. You don't have to keep reminding me. Thank you. That's actually annoying. By the way, Mr. Procreate people, I bought Dreams. Okay, I bought it. Every time I open Procreate, it's like, you want to get Dreams? You want to use it? You want to use $20? I'm like, I have it. Let's see. All right. Procreate would like to paste from Fresco. Sure, I guess. Oh, because clipboard is an option here. I get it. All right, so 6" by 9.5 inches comic. Is that how big a comic is? That's not right, is it? All right, whatever. Sure, Procreate. All right. Oh, they got the stupid thing. There we go. Pencil, where's that? Is it under? It's under sketching. All right, let's see. I can draw this big and that big. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna very quickly get away from this app because it's incredibly irritating. This one's, we can make that big, or we can make it that big, which is pretty big. But yeah, all of these, yeah, Procreate's always had really nice brushes. And the squeezy thing's not doing anything here either. I don't know if that's coming later or what. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to Procreate one day, but I think I want to try this out. It's got a lot more options. So, anyway, wrong one. Well, anyway, thanks you guys for hanging out today. I know it's like a short, little weird stream, but I just wanted to kind of try it out, see how it was, and here's my weird little Daredevil thing. Yeah, the lack of magic wand. Does this have a magic wand? Let's test it out. Hold on. Let's get this will break the brains of all of the can we make a second selection? Yeah. Look at that. 3 separate. They're separated, guys. They're not touching. These selections are not together. We gotta turn. Where was that setting? There was a setting somewhere for the bucket to fill everywhere. Anyway, so we got that. Let's cancel that. Deselect. Magic wand. Contiguous is selected. Oh, that's color margin. Okay. Do that and that. It's working. It has a magic wand. Yeah. This Procreate, I know this is difficult to understand, makers of Procreate. But these 3 red dots, I might want to select them all at the same time sometimes. And in your app, I have to click 3 times. And in every other app on the planet, we can click once. Anyway. But yeah, look at that. It's freaking magic. I'm going to be a smartass about that until I'm dead. I'm sorry, Procreate makers. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you on the next one. Take care.